Hello, I'm Beth Joey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome. This is the channel where I paint my face, turn my camera on, and talk about some books. Realmathon is finally announced. It's finally coming back in April, and I could not be more excited. This was the first ever readathon that I ever signed up to on YouTube, and it has since spurred this interest in signing up for all of them, so I cannot wait for this one to come back around. And I guess I'm going to be running you through my TBR today. If you're not already aware, Realmathon is a month-long readathon hosted by Covers with Cassidy throughout the month of April, and it's essentially this battle between the four realms. It's a competitive readathon with one winner declared at the very end. There are positive and negative prompts, so you can gain points from your realm and take points away from other realms, and it's gonna be tons and tons of fun. I'll link Cassidy's channel and the announcement video in the description box down below if you do want to come and play along and join us. Let's just get straight into my plans for the month. So there are four realms, and the one that I've decided to be a part of is the romance realm, Cyrus. So that means I get extra points for every romance that I read, which is great because that's primarily what I tend to read. The first book that I'm planning to read is Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. This is a fantasy romance, so I get hybrid points for this one. And the other prompts that it fits are sources of light, as in it has a source of light on the cover, and that's all the little stars on the cover. It also fits for new to me author, YA or middle grade, and it plays with history. As for what this is about, it says, in every story there is a hero and a monster. It should have been the perfect summer. Sent to stay with her late mother's eccentric family in London, 16-year-old Joan is determined to enjoy herself. She loves her nerdy job at the historic Holland house, and when her super cute co-worker Nick asks her on a date, it feels like everything is falling into place. Then a Good Samaritan attempt gone wrong sends Joan spinning through time, and her life quickly begins to unravel. Her family aren't just eccentric, they're monsters, with terrifying hidden powers, and Nick isn't just a cute boy, he's a legendary monster slayer who will do anything to bring them down. As she battles Nick, Joan is forced to work with the beautiful and ruthless Aaron Oliver, heir to a monster family that hates her own. She'll have to embrace her own monstrousness if she is to save herself and her family, because in this story, she is not the hero. For book number 2, I'm going to be reading Gallant by V.E. Schwab. This does not fit into the sort of romance category, but I believe it's a hybrid. It's sort of a fantasy thriller, I think. The other prompts that it fits are I can spell my name with the letters on the cover of the book. So there we've got B, E, T, and then just in here, there's an H. It also fits the prompt for author uses the initials, YA or middle grade, and out of my comfort zone. As for what it's about, it says 16-year-old Olivia Pryor is missing 3 things: a mother, a father, and a voice. Her mother vanished all at once, her father by degrees, and her voice was a thing she never had to start with. Her only companions are the ghouls she sees and her mother's journal, which captured a mind in turmoil. Near the end of her time at Maryland School for Girls, Olivia receives a letter from her uncle she's never met, summoning her to his estate, Gallant. But when she arrives, she discovers that the letter was years late. Her uncle is dead and the estate is empty, save for her cousin Matthew and the servants. Olivia is permitted to remain, but must follow 2 rules. Don't go out after dusk and always stay on the right side of the crumbling wall. But Gallant is a house of secrets, a house sitting in lonely vigil, a place where the ghouls are powerful. As Olivia searches for answers about her family, her past, she discovers a dark reflection of everything she knew, an ancient realm where ghosts take form, and the Dark Master sits waiting for her. Next up, we've got Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy, which nicely fits into the romance world. It also has source of light on the cover, so the sun here. I can spell my name on the cover, so we've got B-E-T-H. As for what this is about, it follows Mackenzie Mac Cabot, who is a people pleaser. It's exhausting, really, always following the rules. Mac has dreams of her own, but to please her parents, she moves to the beachside town of Avalon Bay to get her college degree. 20-year-old Mac has had plenty of practice suppressing her wider impulses, but when she meets local bad boy Cooper Hartley, that ability is suddenly tested. Cooper is rough around the edges, raw, candid, a threat to her ordered existence. Their friendship soon becomes the realest thing in her life. Despite his disdain for the trust fund kids he sees coming and going from his town, Cooper soon realizes Mac isn't just another rich clone and falls for her. Hard. But as Mac finally starts feeling accepted by Cooper and his friends, the secret he's been keeping from her threatens the only place she's ever felt at home. Next up, we've got The Book Eaters by Sunyi Dean, which fits the hybrid prompt. It also fits the prompt for source of light on the cover because there's lots of these little stars. I can also spell my name on the cover, B-E-T-H. The title is in a cursive looking font, and it is a YA or middle grade. As for what this is about, it says, hidden across England and Scotland live 6 old book eater families. The last of their lines, they exist on the fringes of society and subsist on a diet of stories and legends. Children are rare and their numbers have dwindled, so when Devon Fairweather's second child is born a dreaded mind-eater, a perversion of her own kind who consumes not stories but the minds and souls of humans, she flees before he can be turned into a weapon for the family or worse. Living among humans and finding prey for her son, Devon seeks a cure for his hunger, but time is running out, for her family want her back, and with every soul her son consumes, he loses a little more of himself. This is a story of escape, a mother's savage devotion, and a queer love that will electrify readers looking for something beguiling, thrilling, strange, and new. And then lastly, we've got Not a Happy Family by Shari Lapina, an absolute TBR vet that fits into the hybrid genre prompt as well as source of light on the cover. There's a light on in the house window. I can spell my name on the title, so we've got B-E-T-H. The title has an emotion in it, and that is happy, and it's from a new to me author. So as for what it's about, it says, in this family, everyone is keeping secrets, even the dead. In the quiet, wealthy enclave of Brecken Hill, an older couple is brutally murdered hours after a tense Easter dinner with their 3 adult children, who, of course, are devastated. Or are they? They each stand to inherit millions. They were never a happy family thanks to their vindictive father and neglectful mother, but perhaps one of them is more disturbed than anyone knew. Did someone snap after that dreadful evening, or did another person appear later that night with the worst of intentions? That must be what happened. After all, if one of the family were capable of something as gruesome as this, you'd know, wouldn't you? So these are the 5 books that I'm starting Realmathon with in terms of my TBR. Hopefully I get a heap more than this read so that I can contribute more and more points to my team, but we shall see how the month goes. I am planning to do weekly vlogs because Magical Readathon is happening at the same time, so I thought I'd combine it all together and do weekly vlogs like I did last year. But yeah, that's the TBR. So let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, or just what you're reading at the moment, loving it, hating it, all that kind of thing. Come and chat to me in the comments down below. I love talking to you guys and I do my best to reply to every single comment. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do let me know by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell all down below. It's a super easy way to help my channel grow, and I will see you lovely people in my next video. Bye!